Riff 4 uses the same technique as Riff 2, so basically a skank, but with 2 chord strikes. So that's now a double skank, one with a downstroke and one with an upstroke. The way to do this is a little more complicated as we need to take into account all these little rests that we've talked about. But this is, again, is a very, very common rhythm pattern for guitar in reggae because it builds up intensity and it's just a very cool variation, similar to what a drum beat would do with 2 snare hits instead of 1, for example. Now, examples of this double skank can be found in songs like Legalize It by Peter Tosh, Get Up, Stand Up by Bob Marley, and I Can See Clearly by Johnny Nash. Let's go to the riff, and it's going to start with the E major chord, which we've played before, but with a single skank. So what's the double skank going to sound like? 1 downstroke, 1 upstroke. That means that now I have 2 releases from the left hand. 1 for the downstroke and 1 for the upstroke. Do you see what happens in the left hand? I'm just fretting, releasing, fretting, releasing. And this can be a little more challenging, but that's what gives this sort of reggae groove. Let's do a little more together. So these are 8th notes, aren't they? Again, we've got 1 beat of a rest in between those. So these happen in beats 2 and 4. Let's move to the D chord because that's what happens next. Don't forget the swing feel, right? These are not straight 8th notes. You'll definitely hear it with the track anyways, but I'm just reminding you. So what happens in this riff then? We've got 1 bar of E, 1 bar of D, both with double skanks, and this repeats 4 times actually. But let's do 2. Let's do 2, okay? I'm going to put a slow click so we can practice. There we have it, the double skank. Again, beats 2 and 4, but just down up this time, not just a downstroke. Remember to mute for beats 1 and 3, okay? Now, the challenge here, like I said, is that little rest in between. So just to quickly recap, you want to pick the chord, quickly release, fret again, pick the chord a second time with the upstroke, and then again release to get this shuffle reggae double skank feel. Now, if it gets too challenging, don't go crazy about it. Just do it at the end of the, just release at the end of the double skank. So you could go, actually, whatever feels comfortable, just as long as you could go through with the song. But keep it in mind, you know, as you get better at it, I think you'll find it will happen sort of by itself as you feel the rhythm. Okay, good luck practicing. I'll see you in the next one.